Hey, Bridgemill. Hey, it's time for our market update for July of 2024. So hang in there. We're going to talk about a couple different things. I'm going to talk about supply and demand, which is dictating what the market is doing and how healthy that is. And then we're going to talk about home values. Number one question that I've been getting lately is, what are happening to my home values? There's people are telling me that they believe that their house is decreasing in value. So we're going to dive into a couple of numbers here and kind of take a look at it. But let's see what's going on in Bridgemill. Let me get that over there. Okay. Just as a recap, what we've got going on here with this graph is that this is a 3-year period. And so this is the last 3 years. The top line, I think that's black, or is that green? That's Cherokee County. And then the gold line is actually Bridgemill. The reason I added Cherokee County is it has more data in there, so it's more realistic to find out what's going on. All right, let's talk about supply, right? So here's all the new homes that are actually coming on the market per month. And as you can see, these are the summer months where it's really busy and more houses are coming on the market. As you can see last year, this is 2023 that starts right here, ends right there. Not as robust as it was in the prior years. No surprise because of rates and a lot of pullbacks. But you can see we had a little bit of an uptick this summer. And this is a pretty typical trend that we're actually seeing. So nothing to be too alarmed here. The good news is there are still homes that are coming on the market. So as far as supply is concerned, there's new supply coming into the market. The next question is, are they selling? Are they moving? Or how are they just staying there? We look at two different things. Let's look at home sales. All right. This is actually, homes for sale. This would be the standing inventory. So this would be the new ones that came on and any existing homes that were actually still there. So in Cherokee County, once again, let's kind of take a look at that just to kind of see what the health is in the county itself. You can see that we get a little bit of a bump this in 22 during the summer. But other than that, we've just kind of been like stagnant. Now this trend is starting to build. So that means inventory is starting to build. We're going to have to really watch this to see exactly how much more inventory is standing. So could be an indicator that there's not as many transactions that are occurring. If some people may say, well, maybe there's more houses that are coming on the market. Well, let's come back here and look. Not really. Pretty typical. So maybe there's more houses that aren't selling. So we're going to really have to take a look at that. As far as Bridgemill is concerned, we're pretty stagnant. We're always at about 10, 11, 12, 13 houses that are on the market at any given time. And that's been pretty much the trend for the last few years. So that's another indicator of just kind of supply. So let's kind of take a look at what is actually closed. So we're going to start looking at kind of the demand. These are indicators of how much demand there is. Let's look at pending sales first. So these are houses that went under contract but haven't closed yet. There's usually about a 30, 45 delay in there. Once again, nothing alarming here, no crazy trends, very typical trend that we are in right now. So houses are going under contract. In July in Cherokee County, we had 1,130 houses in a pending status waiting to close. All right, that's pretty robust. In Bridgemill, we had 31, 23. Yeah, that's pretty standard across the board for the last couple of years. So nothing alarming here. All right, now let's look at closed sales. This would be deals that it closed. Again, pretty typical trend over the last few years. So nothing alarming here. So here's the gist of what I see here. There's new inventory coming on the market, not as much as we've had in the past few years. Things are going under contract, meaning the demand for them is there. People are buying them. They're putting them under contract. So there is a market. That's the bottom line. There is still a market. All right, so let's find out if it's in balance. And the one thing that we look at there, a couple things, is days on market. How long are things holding on the market? And right now, there's nothing alarming here. Bridgemill is 5 days average, or let's do average. Average of 18 days on the market. Cherokee County is 38. But look at that. It's not really all that different from the months past, especially during the summer. Things move a little bit quicker. So you would anticipate this coming down during the summer months and then building during the off season, which it is. So that tells us that we've got the same imbalance that we've been dealing with for quite some time, and that is it's still a seller's market. So there's more buyers out there than there are homes available. That's what that tells us. And we can also see that by months of supply of inventory. Now, all the experts tell us the balanced market is 6 months, and we haven't seen 6 months in a long, long time. So we are starting to get a little bit of an uptick here. You can see that. So inventory, things are seems to be building a little bit. So we're going to watch this trend to see how high it gets. But you can see we're at 2.2, 2.8 months of supply. And we've got a long ways to go before we build up to 6 months to a balanced market. So this is a very strong seller's market. Okay. So listen, buyers, if you're still on the fence and you're saying, I'm going to wait till this, that, the other thing, or whatever, I don't know how long you're willing to wait. But if you're waiting for a balanced market, I don't know what to tell you. You may be waiting for a very, very long time. So anyways, that's supply and demand. Now the next thing is, let's take a look at values, okay? So one of the things we look at is the median sale price. I don't necessarily like looking at the median sale price because I don't know the mix of quality of homes that are being built at any given time, so it can be very misleading. But it does, it's kind of a neat little indicator. You can see that Bridgemill has gone up quite a bit. Now that could be because our mix of houses here in the subdivision, it's just that some of the higher price point homes, the bigger homes, have actually sold, and some of the smaller homes, maybe they're not on the market. So you really don't know. A good indicator that I always look at is the price per square foot. I think that gives us a better accurate picture of where values are going. And again, if I look at Cherokee strictly because it has more data, you can see that it's been holding its own here for the last couple of years. So I don't see any decrease in value in this whatsoever. Right? We've got peaks and valleys in Bridgemill. Once again, we just don't have enough data in there for this to kind of level out. But if you were to do a line of best fit, if you will, if you want to use that term, you're going to see that it's kind of right there in the middle. But anyways, it's kind of leveled out. So I'm nothing concerned here. And this goes back to just being a seller's market, right? I know the rates have increased over the last couple years. However, the imbalance of inventory is still outweighing the increase in those rates. So the battle between those two is showing that the values are hanging in there. Now, if rates go down, from everything that I'm hearing, we're estimating that the Fed's going to bring the rates down, which theoretically will trickle down into interest rates indirectly, and we may see a decrease in rates. If that happens, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of buyers that are going to make the decision to jump back into the market. So if you're one of those buyers, I don't know about you, but man, I would be out there looking now before the rush hits. Same is true with a lot of sellers. Sellers are kind of in the same boat. So they're kind of waiting as well. So anyways, that is your market update for July 2024. If you have additional questions, any comments, anything like that, love to hear it. Make sure you subscribe, and thank you very much for listening.